Yo, everybody. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the 10th episode of the Main Frequency. I'm Siigari,
I'm Seiden.
and we are here to deliver you guys the best news in the galaxy in Second Galaxy. That's right, man.
Yep.
Yo, dude, how's your week been?
It's been a week.
It's been a week.
It's been really busy, actually. Yeah, kind of
Yeah?
sad. I haven't been able to spend my usual 10 hours a day on Second Galaxy.
Oh, man.
So
Why is that? Why is that?
yeah, feels bad. Just stuff getting shuffled around at work and life,
Okay.
general life,
General life. So yeah,
general life.
you guys heard last episode, Satan got a job, and he's now
Woo.
you're helping your parents do what, I think?
It's just the office my dad works at. Basically, long story short, I'm working tech support.
Okay.
And kind of getting moved around as like that settles down, get moved to new stuff.
Okay.
So yeah.
Very cool, very cool. Those of you guys watching probably have noticed that my green screen is not up, and
Oof.
I got a room going. Yeah, so I moved last week, moved into a house. Stuff is still in boxes, so I kind of pulled stuff out last minute. I'm like, where's my green screen? Where's my backlight? Where's my flood? Where's everything? And just so you get what you get this week, guys. Yeah, but anyway, moved into a house.
Yeah.
Really excited. It's a small little place.
Cool.
It's got a massive backyard, though. First thing I did when I got here,
That's nice.
I got my splitting axe and I started chopping wood, which was exciting. And the wood was really wet, so it didn't really work.
Oh, that's
super,
even better.
Super great. Yeah, so now I'm thinking about maybe building a drying kiln in the backyard, because why the heck not? I got a dead tree in the back that needs to be chopped up. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, anyway, my week has been crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And I also have not had a lot of time to log in and play Second Galaxy, although I have been in and been playing some games and stuff. Yeah, it's been a pretty interesting week. We had the patch a week ago now, almost. When did patch drop?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
2
ago.
weeks ago,
okay,
man.
2 weeks. Man, I can't believe it's been 2 weeks already. That's
I
crazy.
know.
It
It's
really
totally ridiculous.
went super duper fast. All right.
Yeah.
So we've got some stuff to go over, kind of thinking about the last patch that we just had, right? So we're gonna take a minute. We're gonna review some of the ups and downs of 1.4, what we liked, what we're not really caring about, and what we'd like to see changed.
Yeah.
So yeah, the first thing I think, the biggest, is the energy null. Dude, that thing got nerfed.
Oh yeah.
Just right.
Oh yeah. That got. Yeah. It's not useless though.
That's
People
right.
think it's useless, but it's not useless. It's what it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be you get 2 activated on you and suddenly you're literally useless.
Right.
It's supposed to be a tactical thing where, like, if you stack 10 of them, it is 100% crippling, but it's more just a harassment. It's not meant to be the primary method of attack.
Yeah, that's right. Definitely. I'm still seeing it in small gang, solo PvP, and stuff like that. I'm not seeing it in big fleets anymore.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
Also-
not. Speaking of big fleets, I don't think I've seen any big fleets since the
Yeah,
patch
not
dropped.
really.
Yeah.
I mean, unless we're talking about station camping.
Well, okay, but that's not really big fleets. That's just like small gangs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just a lot of small gangs put together.
Yeah. No, they really did an awesome job with this.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It was well tuned. I thought it was gonna be a big mess, but it seems to be okay. Percentage was always a bad idea. Flat numbers.
Oh, yeah.
There's problems with flat numbers, but I don't think that they're too egregious. A large nuke can cap out a small ship pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it can.
Even a medium nuke can destroy a frigate. Honestly.
Yeah. Now here's the thing with that,
But yeah,
though. A
that's how it
medium
should be.
ship can't keep up with the small ship. So if the small ship can
Mhm.
kite out, it's fine. Plus the way that
Yeah.
tracking works in this game and stuff, you're okay just burning straight off. The
And
chance to hit you is still
This is
gonna
how
be
it
like
should
whatever.
be.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
So yeah, good change there.
Mhm.
What
Okay,
else?
actually, I want to stop here. I know we're supposed to ignore chat, but True God Kira in chat, it sucks, man. Everything is like 1,000 times harder. Compare that to exactly what we have in patch notes. Encounters are fun now.
Yeah.
Whiners will be shot.
Whiners will be shot. That's right, dude.
So,
Encounters are great. What are you talking
Sig-
about, man?
I think we have our first target here.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
he's friendly. We can't shoot him.
Whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
I was doing some nice, fun, friendly fire PvP earlier, but nobody knows about that. That
Oh,
didn't
no.
happen.
Well, yeah, we can skip to encounter
So-
stuff.
Yeah, I want to skip to that because somebody brought it up. But yeah, honestly, I love encounters. They're fun now. because you can still do them in a full T1R1 ship.
Yeah.
It's just
You
hard.
can. I've done it.
And
It's
that's
hard.
what makes it fun.
Yeah. Before they were really face roll,
Yeah.
like I could actually, not that I did this much. I did once. You can AFK, come back, everything is okay. Like
Yeah,
it was
stupid.
too easy. Like it's like, okay, it made it feel more like a chore than something that you were working for. I have to work for this experience so I can level my character, rather than I'm just gonna do the first 3 missions that pop up in my encounter list and be done for the day. So it was a good change. Now, there are some things that I think either were an oversight or were made too difficult that it's a little, I don't know. So let me back up first. All right. Everything in this game, and I've mentioned this so many times, everything in this game is meant for monetization. And it really is, and it's annoying because they push.
It's a mobile game.
Well, I know, but they push monetization so hard. So there was a really great thread that was posted a couple days ago about license tests have no purpose in this game. Now, I don't fully agree with that because it's a zero-sum outcome. You do the license test after you train the skill, and then you get the skill, but you have to invest in all this stuff that you might not even use again ever in order to complete the test.
In my opinion with that, they're kind of just a tutorial.
Well, okay.
Like, they're getting people used to, like, with the frigate test, there's one where you have to warp scram him so he doesn't get away.
Right.
Just getting people used to the idea, okay, you have to lock down people. And then there's the battlecruiser one, where you have to repair your ally.
Okay.
Saying, okay, yeah, well, getting you people used to this idea of a medic.
Let's go with that. Okay, yeah. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Let's say that I get the training stuff out of the way. T1 tests 1 through 5. I figured it out, right? Then I get put into a test like this, and we're gonna load this up. Sorry, I didn't really have time to organize it for those of you guys watching, but this test is the RS Tech 2 Battlecruiser license test. I had a Morok, and I went in here, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to own this test, right? This is a remote rep test. You have 2 dudes, which are being shot by really OP ships for no reason other than because it's a test that you need to fail. So you need to remote rep them, right? So I brought a remote rep and a thermal transfer. These guys, my friendlies, drop like rocks. I tried shooting them. I tried repping 2 at a time. I tried, you name it, I tried it. I really did. I'm like, okay, I'm getting creative here. How am I going to make this work, right? Within, I don't know, 30 to 40 seconds, my entire team, like my 2 guys were dead, and there's 4 to 5 guys still left on this. Gosh. So it's super, super frustrating. And then, yeah, there was nothing I could do. So what I had to do was I was like, okay, so Morok doesn't have bonuses for remote rep, right? What can I do? So I got the other ship that does remote rep, the Tech 1, because I was trying to be a cheap potato. I bought the Tech 1 remote rep ship and got Tech 1 purple remote reps, right? Shield transfers. That didn't work.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, that worked a little bit better, but that did not work all the way. So then I finally had to buy the Tech 2 version with the Tech 2 mods with Tech 1 transfer augmenters, and it works like what? This was after I did this 20 times. It was like I was slamming my head against the wall, and I actually made a really ragey post in Collective. Collective is the group of players that like get to, feed input into the devs. And I was like, look, this is not acceptable. Like, I have done everything that I can, and I even went to the market. I tried buying the Tech 2 gear and stuff like that. I managed, out of random sheer luck, to produce 1 Tech 2 large shield repair remote augmenter, but it came at a loss because you know that those are really expensive modules to buy the blueprints for and then produce, because then you sell at a loss, basically. So I had to lose real dollars to complete a license test just to show that I could do what they told me to do without ever wanting to use that ship ever again. I want to use the Morok, not the remote rep one. What's it called? Starts with
Overlord?
No, it's yeah.
I-
The other
The Overlord's
upgrade.
the T1 version. I don't know what
Yeah.
the T2 is.
Overlord didn't work. The other one did. But anyway,
Yeah.
I'm rambling. What I'm trying to say is, it was too overtuned.
Mhm.
It was, and now I'm to the Tech 3 version. I would like to get the Marzana for myself, but I have to actually have the cruiser trained to Tech 2 and all the Tech 2 mods in that department trained in order to complete that
Yeah.
test, because the Tech 1 version is just going to
Because
get melted in Tech 3.
the Tech 2. Yeah.
Why do I need a cruiser in a Tech 3 battle cruiser test? Like, come on, man. Seriously, adjust your stuff, Zilong. That's not okay. So yeah, first rant out of the way there.
Yeah. Honestly, I would like them to just change the actual tactics required.
Okay.
Like I don't know really where to go with this because I don't know exactly how they would do it, but yeah, just like maybe so thinking like in the frigate one where you have to stop people from warping, maybe like have them like it's bad, really bad example, but like need like an AoE or need two because it has some like it shortens the time that the debuff affects it, or just something that changes the modifier instead of doing a direct stat increase. Like we know some of the license tests have the modifier like your
Yeah,
energy
it regenerates slower or
recharges by
something.
half,
Right,
or
yeah,
your
yeah.
modules take 3 times the energy to activate.
Totally.
I want to see just more strict debuffs there in higher license test rather than, okay, this T2 ship suddenly has 2.5 times the base stats of T1
Exactly,
and
exactly.
deal with it.
It's just this arbitrary change so that it's something that's really hard to do. I'm not a
Yeah.
huge fan. That it's like the gold car in RC Pro-Am that always sped up to beat you. Like those kind of
That you
mechanics.
literally couldn't beat.
Yeah, well you can, but those kind of mechanics aren't fun and they're not fair either. And I think a test should be fair. Just saying. Like don't cheat people out of their money so that they can fly a ship they're tearing up. Anyway, enough of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Encounters. So encounters and wormholes are harder now. I didn't do a whole lot. So when the patch came out, there's these upgrades to exploration. Now you can get these special crates which drop some extra stuff.
Yeah. Those are really good, actually.
I did a couple of those.
Really good.
Yeah. I'm wondering, what's a better deal though, Seiden? Is it a better deal to sell the caches that you get or to actually go and complete the contents? I didn't look into it too much because I don't have time.
Honestly, in my opinion, really it's a gamble.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have these new sites. I don't know what the spawn rate of them is. It's something like probably somewhere between 30-40%.
Well, I got like 4 of them out of the 5 caches that I opened.
Okay, so it might be a little higher than that because I don't know. I opened like 40 and I got like 15 of them.
Oh wow,
so,
really? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get many, but those were also mostly greens and just a couple blues. So I don't know if the rarity affects them, but the sites are really good. Like you can get a lot of stuff from them. You can get ton of credits if you do them in mass.
Okay.
Like I think like in my 15 I think I got like 8 million credits.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Maybe it was like 6 million, but
still
it was a lot.
What would the value if you sold the caches?
So if I remember correctly, okay, no, I don't.
Tell you what, I'll go take a look right now. Yeah,
yes, that's what I'm doing right now.
What are the other categories?
Like my million pop-ups.
So a blue advanced encrypted cache sells for 171K, and a green encrypted cache sells for 61K. So you have to beat those. Well, you only get credits. You're spending Gala on these, so this would be a way. Hang on a second, let me think. No, you can convert Gala to credits anyway. This isn't even a good deal.
Yeah.
Like
no, but the thing is, you also get implant canisters and minerals, and you get a lot of minerals, honestly.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So the thing is, you get the illegal miners cache or whatever it is, which give you all minerals, including the IRTI alloy.
Okay.
So
Good.
you can get a ton from it if you do enough of them.
So these seem to be like a pretty good addition. So go run them while you can, guys. Would you suggest people buy them on the market, or it's a gamble?
Depends on how much cash. It depends on how much cash you have to waste.
Sure.
Like, honestly, I'd rather save my Gala and fit my nice little T3 frigate out with T3 R5 guns and stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, for the people that don't want to risk their stuff in wormholes, that enjoy the exploration, yeah, I'd go for that. It's not a loss, really.
Okay.
It's not a loss. It's just, where do you want to put your money?
Well, we all know that credits are pretty important. So, I mean, if you can get if you can get credits, dude, we need credit faucets really bad.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so it really gives you two of the things you need most in the game. Credits and minerals.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, yeah.
Very good. Let's see. We were still covering patch changes. The orbiting's better.
Yes, kind of.
Yes, kind of.
Okay, no, it's better. It's better. It's not perfect.
Better. Oh, okay.
It's a lot better, but it's not perfect. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it's not better. Let us set a default orbit distance.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
right. All I ask, and then
that.
It will be perfect.
Yeah.
Then it will be absolutely perfect.
I defaulted. So I actually did a wormhole today, and right before the show started, and for some reason in the back of my mind, I had thought that my orbit distance was set to 10 kilometers. No, it wasn't. I hit orbit, and for some reason, I was just orbiting the guy, and I'm like, why am I not shooting this guy? I'm like at 25 kilometers.
Oh, what the heck?
And I was like, okay, well, I just need to burn and shoot this. Yeah, it's the one where it's the 3 waves with the 1 can, right? So you land at like 20, you land at like 25, 28 kilometers. So I just hit orbit, and then I was reading some stuff because I was trying to get caught up for today's episode. I'm like, why am I not shooting anything? Like, what's going on? Oh, I'm orbiting him at 30 clicks. So yeah, I had to go back in there, and that was annoying. But no, honestly, it's good change because all you need to do is just spend an extra second just holding it down and go to the distance that you want. Easy. Haven't done it on phone yet, but on PC it's fine because you have your DPI of your mouse set to wherever, and just finally adjust. But yeah,
on phone it's also pretty easy. It's hard to get precise distances, but you can, just by like closing your eyes and setting a distance, you can do it within like 2 or 3 kilometers of what you want.
Oh man, here's an idea. If you hold down, right, and then it said set distance, you have the default slider distance, but then if you pinch, it like zooms in the spectrum so that you can more finely tune your orbit distance.
Ooh,
very
that's
nice.
Interesting.
I got the idea.
How would you do that on PC?
You wouldn't.
Scroll wheel.
Oh yeah, there you go. Scroll wheel. That's right. See?
Yeah, okay.
We got solutions for every problem that doesn't exist yet.
Yes.
That's right.
Exactly.
Stargate changes. I didn't really pay attention to that. People obviously show up.
I did not see anything.
Yeah.
I saw literally nothing other than the people landing like 20K off gate.
Yeah.
That's the only distance. That's the only change I saw to anything warping.
Everyone seems to be landing at 0 everywhere though now.
Yeah. Definitely.
So warp to station, you're at 0. Warp to station docking radiuses now are like also what, 10 kilometers or something? It's stupid.
No, station docking radiuses actually were increased. You can dock to like 30 kilometers.
Yeah, what the heck,
it's like
dude?
25 kilometers. It
doesn't matter.
Like I think that's got to be a glitch, because I don't get that.
Yeah, man, it's silly. So yeah. Okay, now let's talk about something that we're not super mega excited about. There's a lot of things that worked together when they dropped this patch to put a bad taste in some people's mouths. One of those things was the massive amount of pay to win that they were shoving down people's throats when the patch launched. Buy this ship with Tech 1 R5 modules. Buy this pack. Buy Iridium to get more recruits. Buy. And it's like, holy cow, we get it. You've got like 10 new packs to shove down our throat, but holy cow, what did all of them focus on? Other than the cast, obviously. Recruits. Which it's funny because the amount of recruit whining went up before the patch was out, and then the patch dropped, and then it reached like, whoa, everybody's complaining about this now. because everybody's got a
recruits are
master
broken.
recruit. Yeah, recruits are insane, dude.
Recruits are just broken. Yeah, like if you don't get a master recruit, you do not stand a chance in PvP.
It's true. It's
kind
actually
of lame,
it's,
honestly.
It's broken, and
Yeah, they're straight up broken.
I have been trying to figure out what exactly these recruits have that makes them so good. So if we go to the game overlay really quick, let me pop over here. I will pull up my bamboo, which does 830 sniper DPS. Yeah, that's a sniper gun. I think I sold my Tech 3 combats. Yeah, I did. So, okay, now this is sniper DPS. Combats only do about 25% DPS more. So if I go and look at my bamboo recruit, he does 1,462 DPS. That's gotta be max skills.
Okay.
Like they
things.
have max everything trained by default. These shit, yeah, they have to be, dude. I trained that to max.
Do two things for me. Do two things for me. First of all, those are combats. So
I know they're combats.
DPS is significantly higher.
I know.
Two, what damage boost do you get from your recruit damage? Actually, no, I can check that because I have that.
What damage boost do I get?
Sure. Yeah. No. What does your recruit get from the wingman attack skill? So that's let's see. Max stats 5.4% plus 9.45% plus 12.15%. That is way higher than the bonuses you get from blaster
your gun skills.
Small, yeah, that's higher than what you get from your gun skills. So
yeah,
okay.
It totally is.
Yeah, Blaster Booster T1 is 3% damage. Blaster Booster T2 is 5.25% damage, and I'm assuming Blaster Booster T3 is like 7.5% because I don't have that maxed.
So why are they so strong? That's
a really good question.
It's ridiculous, dude.
It's like, yeah, like one of the things I'm kind of hating about this is we have a guy in a 200 DPS ship with a 4,200 DPS recruit.
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay, so I'll tell you guys what I've been doing, and I think what most people have been doing recently.
Are you gonna give away our secret, Sig?
No, I totally am. But
okay.
So check it out. When the patch dropped and this new Cassandra ship came out, it took about a week, and then China got a hold of the game. Mainland China. We're gonna be talking about that in a little bit. So mainland China joined. This new flow of new people just out of nowhere. It was almost like launch day again. All of the newbie systems are filling up with people, and what do newbies do? They buy the stuff in the shop, right? So all these newbies are buying Cassandras, and if you go Cassandra, I'm going to call it Cassie. Just you go to the systems where the destroyer rep quests are, and start farming them with your cloaked scout ship like a mist. I'm flying a shower. I'm flying a shower with 2 cloaks and a long point, and they undock. I get out my T3 recruit, shoot them down in like 5 to 6 seconds, get shit tons of money, and that's it.
And you don't even need a T3 recruit is also the stupid thing. Like, okay, for some reason, my T3 recruits don't want to shoot. They're like all pacifists or something, so I have to use an elite or a master. Or not expert.
Oh, okay. Well,
I had 3 tries.
At any rate, it's ridiculous. I mean, the fact that you can have a 0 DPS ship. I put a civilian gun on it so that I can attract aggro. But the fact that you can do 0 DPS and have your recruit do thousands of DPS and do all of the heavy lifting while you're invisible, by the way. No, dude, that's not okay. Like, if I think I love doing this, and it's fun, and it's my PvP because I'm a dipshit, but I like
yes, you are.
I like cloaking and letting my recruit do all the work. But here's the thing. You got to have something on the line, right? You can if you pull out your recruit and you don't point anybody, you don't touch anything, and somebody starts shooting your recruit, you can dock. Because you're not aggroed. So here's what has to happen. One of 2 things, or maybe both. I'm not sure. If you're cloaked, your recruit can't shoot anything. It can be out, but it's not going to shoot anything. It's just going to give away your position. The second thing is, if your recruit engages something, you have engaged something, and you need to get a timer.
Oh, definitely.
That's so stupid, dude, because
Definitely.
that's unfair. So you can literally be cloaked and burn up like 50 kilometers, let your crew do everything, you're untouchable. If somebody does somehow mysteriously decloak you because they knew where you were, all you have to do is click your jump drive, be on station, click dock, and you're fine. That's not very fair. Yeah, so anyway,
Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
this is winded down
Makes
so
a lot
much
of
though.
sense.
There's no more Cassies. Like there are like here and there.
I
But
don't know. I
it's
got
not
like 7 or 8 today.
it's
So
not the constant flow that it once was. I mean,
yeah, that's true. You're not seeing it's like, oh look, a Cassian Doctor. Oh look, another Cassian Doctor. Oh look,
yeah.
another Cassian Doctor. Okay,
Yeah.
look, there are 30 Cassies on this station right
Now
now.
there's so many winter suites, and all those winter suites are the old Cassie pilots that once had a Cassie, but now they do not because they lost it to one
Yes.
of us.
But hey, they get to experience the sweet life
Yeah.
because sweet life is the best.
Sweet life. There you go. It's true. Best
Oh
ship.
yeah, yeah.
Let's
Uno
see.
suites are amazing.
So, what about the actual Tech 2 and 3 ships themselves?
They got a big buff.
Oh, they did. Yeah.
They got holy crap, they got a huge buff. Like honestly, what I think was the most ridiculous thing was all their resists got buffed by like I think it's like 5% per tech level or something.
Oh,
Let
they
me
did?
actually-
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, base resists got buffed.
Oh, that's right. Base did. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, base resist. Let me actually check that.
It-
Check the exact stats.
They are
Um,
super tanky now, and their damage didn't really change too much. I think the damage is actually it's pretty much the same, maybe a little higher.
Okay.
But they're just so good. Their resource
Yeah.
pools were almost doubled, like double shields, double energy.
Yeah. I'm actually looking at the exact stats right now. If you give me a minute.
Okay. It's
So-
crazy. It's totally
Yeah.
crazy.
Okay. Let's see. Just take ECD Snowflake T2 frigate. Energy capacity 2,319.
Is this was
shield?
and now has, or
No, this is what it has right now. I'm going to compare it to the T3.
oh, okay.
Shield 3,843. Compared to T3, which if I can find it. Energy 4,175. Shield 6,918. And that's
like
base.
almost double. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, resists on T2 and T3 are the same. I'm
They
not sure
are.
about T1. I need to check that.
I don't
Just a second.
know if the resist got changed. That's why I was surprised. But
Okay, no, resists on holy crap. Yeah, resists on T2 and T3 ships got massive buffs. The T1 is so yeah, I'm looking at ECD here. We have 50% EM, 30% kinetic, 10% thermal.
oh yeah.
That's on T1.
Okay.
On T2, it's like 75% EM. I need to pull it up here. I'm just going by memory. It's like 75% EM and 45. Yeah, I call it 75% EM, 45% kinetic, 10% thermal.
So the thermal.
So
hol's
same
still there.
thermal,
Yeah.
same thermal, but the
Stronger specific to EM.
the other two got buffed
Okay.
by plus half.
Yeah, that's pretty
Which is
huge.
ridiculous. 75% base, 75% base resist against EM. If you put skills on top or research on top of that, that'll get up to like 83 or something with T3 research, 84. I don't know.
Yeah, you can hit
Throw in
95 pretty easily.
Oh yeah, it's super easy to hit 95, which makes like you have an ECD ship, you can't kill it with blasters. You just can't.
Yeah, no, it's excellent. Like the ships are extremely good, and that combined with the SOV changes, in my opinion, they're really pushing. So here's something that I was not the biggest fan of was they released the game and said this is the game, and then a month later they changed a lot of the things. It's like, well, players are just caking all of this content. Let's make it harder. Okay, but we all know how grinding is artificial difficulty, and that's not fair. Causing players to need to buy better ships now in order to complete content it's an unstable place to be. I don't personally think it's a bad thing because against savages, if you lose your ship and you've got a adventure plan, you get a replacement anyway. So that's a wash. But for requiring people to feel the need to tech up, that is a very bad sense of urgency that I think we should diminish out of this game. Like, stop making players feel like they must spend in order to continue. Because let's face it, Tech 2 and Tech 3 ships are all but accessible to spenders. Or, I'm sorry, to free players.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, they're just not reasonable, dude. I fly a Tech 3 ship, but I spent money. Could I afford this Tech 3 ship if I didn't spend money? Maybe.
Yeah.
Probably not.
You could have with luck. Like, honestly, I don't know how they do it, but there are some people that make so much Gala that it's like they have more Gala than people who spent like thousands of dollars on this game. What the heck? But that is extremely rare. But yeah, there are ways to make Gala. It's just a lot of people either don't have the time for them or don't know how to do them. I mean, they don't know how to do them.
Oh, okay. I mean, you can always market flipping is one way to do it. That's definitely a thing.
It's super time consuming.
Buy and produce, but annoying. Those markets are closing. Like there is less and less. Like I used to make a little bit of money doing that. There's less and less availability in those margins now because everything has been creeping up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
like recharge,
for
example.
Yeah, we can actually kind of segue into a next point, unless you wanted to say more on that.
No, it's okay.
But there's like this thing where by developing with.
Don't get me started on development, dude. Don't get me started on development. Okay.
I'm not going to get you started on that. I'm just going to say with how wormholes work right now, you can just directly get boxes with T2 stuff.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm okay with. I like that. The problem is you can go on the trading post and let me see. T2 destroyer. Okay, it's actually up to like 1 mil now. It's like 1 mil or 1.3 mil depending on the popularity. It costs more than that to develop it.
Oh, I know.
Or like almost that much to develop it. And if you add in costs of production and time and whatever, you're losing it.
Yeah.
By developing.
Stop. You shouldn't be developing Tech 2 ships because they drop out of Tech 2 ship crates. Yeah, dude, you go into a wormhole, you get a ship crate Tech 2, and it gives you a Tech 2 ship. That's why these prices have crashed, is because the availability
that's what I'm
is
saying.
there. Yeah.
And the problem is you can't make any money. You're just losing money if you want to develop stuff. If you want to develop ships. So
it's not just really developing ships, dude. It's developing anything.
It's all everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Development is a huge cash sink. I say cash
it's also
because
broken
in general.
It's not even just a sink. It's literally a dump sometimes.
It is. It's bad. I have quit development until they change it. Like I have even told the devs, I am done developing. You are not going to see me hit that develop button anymore.
Other than implants. Implants are a totally different matter because I don't count them.
We didn't even talk about the implants. I don't really care.
Yeah,
about
we didn't
them.
do that.
I mean, they look neat.
They're interesting. They're really cool because they let you spec your character into a very, very specific area. Because, like, if you look at these, they have blaster enhancement in all 4 of the implant types. So you could spec your character into entirely blasters.
Yeah, it's really cool.
They have this, like, kind of... Then they also... Yeah, they have this cool stuff like the core system enhancement. So, like... Yeah, with the ones that usually increase your speed, you can increase your power and processor with them.
Yeah, I like these implants.
That's cool.
They remind me of Eve's pirate sets and stuff like that, which are really cool. You get snakes, slaves, whatever, talismans, and they all give your ship a unique special. What's nice too, a lot of people don't even know this. You can actually open 3 implant slots. So you can pick and choose between your implant sets. Yeah, that's right.
You can
presets. So you can have a set for piracy, a set for Sov, and a set for missions or whatever. Yeah, it's really cool actually. Or for wormholes or something like that. Yeah.
But you need, of course, like ridiculous amounts of implants, and you need Gala to unlock it, which I don't think it's actually
that much. It's like 2.5 million to unlock a slot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Implant plan 2, 2.5 million.
I haven't. Well, it's probably more for the 3rd one. I don't know. I haven't unlocked the 2nd one.
I haven't either. Because
I'm sure somebody has, though.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, same. I'm sure somebody has, if somebody wants to say that.
So, yeah, now that we've kind of touched on some of those points, let's talk about the current situation in the game.
Oh, wait. One more thing.
What?
Market.
Well, that's what we're going to be talking about.
Okay. We're gonna talk
we've
about
been talking about that a little bit, but people are leaving the game.
Okay. Yeah.
They are. Like, it was interesting to me because when mainland China opened up to the game, suddenly we had this new fresh blood in Empire again, which we haven't seen in a while since the game launched. Where are the new players? I don't know.
They all left because we killed their Cassies.
Well, no, I'm talking about between launch and, say, before patch day. It was just kind of a steady, like, it seemed like a downtrend, okay? They made, between the Apple Play Store and Google Play, they made $1 million last month, okay? Based on tracking stats. I don't know what they made on Steam because Steam doesn't publish that. That's a lot of money. That's a pretty $1 million in a month. Yeah, that'll pay for some dev time, I'm pretty sure. My thing is, their advertising has fallen flat. They're doing a lot of internal advertising, which I think is really strange. They're like posting on Facebook and stuff about play our game. Well, okay. I'm pretty sure the people that are following your Facebook page are playing your game. Yeah, no surprise there. I don't know. I think they really need to work on their advertising because something has happened. The game came out. It was great for a week. And then it started, the cracks started to show, in my opinion. I would like to see them tweak this and get back into players joining every day because I know as an alliance leader, we are struggling finding new players. They should be coming left and right. It's not that we're not recruiting, but at the beginning of the game, we had 50 people a day join our Discord. Now we have people that have been in our corp from the start leaving. And I've seen this in other alliance Discords and other corp Discords too. People are just quitting the game. Either they're not interested anymore or it costs too much money. I've heard it all. Not interested because they don't have time. Okay, fine, whatever. Costs too much money to keep up with other players. Not getting compensated for a ship loss in PvE or PvP. I need to stop
spending money.
Yeah, the amount of time that I need to play to be doing anything of value, it takes too long. I have to log in, I have to contribute to SOVs, or I have to go and do all of my dailies, which are really hard now because I must run them in a level 49 prosperity system. Otherwise, I'm not being efficient. It's a whole bunch of things. But at the end of the day, people are leaving, and that is bad. And the devs have the publishers at least have taken an interest in finding out why. And I wonder if they're listening because I've told them multiple times why. Because the game is a single player game that is camouflaged to be this multiplayer game. It is.
It's a single player game that's a very nicely camouflaged AFK game as well as focused on making money.
Exactly. So let's analyze these points together, Seiden, because I know that you have some feelings about this. So let's talk about player trade. And to all you listeners out there who have been talking about player trade forever, and I said it's never going to happen, I'm joining you. It's time to make it happen. Okay? Yeah. I am fed up. Player trade.
Whether the devs want it to happen or not, it needs to happen.
It needs to happen. I'm going to say it again. Player trade must happen or the game will die. I am saying that. Now, have I been wrong in too many of my, looking ahead crystal ball thing? I think I've been pretty good so far. This game has got a limited lifetime if they do not open up player trade, and here is why. I'm not just going to say that and then spew ignorance. The reason is, say that you've got players in your corporation or your alliance that are doing things, okay? They get something and they want to sell it, right? The player that needs something might not have the money for any number of circumstances or reasons. That's just the way it is. They cannot receive it for free from their corp mate because there's no player trading. So that means that even though this is a multiplayer game, that player that got that thing must interact with a third-party system, the market, in order to transfer that item to somebody. And if that player is broke because maybe they've had a bad week, they've lost a lot of ships, I don't know. The simple fact is they can't get it for free. So that player must do all of the game content on their own to get to that same place that other player is at, or they can't have it too. Now, let's not even bring into the fact that it's all RNG anyway. There is no way to for sure get or develop or pull out of a crate something that you want. It's random. So let's just add insult to injury now. Now we've got it that it's random. So that player could say, I'm just going to throw it out. They want a large Tech 2 energy recharger, okay? We're just, yeah. Tech 2 energy rechargers are notoriously overpriced because the availability is like nil, okay? They need one because they are having the worst times in wormholes. They go into wormholes and do the lower level wormholes, get stuff, open up 30 crates, not a single small recharger blueprint appears. What the hell? So they just wasted time not making progress. Now, I'll say it they could use some of the money that they got from the wormhole or sell some of the stuff they got to buy it, but that's still overpriced. That's not fair. So it frustrates me because if this was a true multiplayer game, my stuff would be your stuff and we could trade back and forth, but it's not. And there's too many arbitrary restrictions on pricing, price fixing, and trading availability that makes it all collapse in on itself. So we need to, I'm going to tell you what we need to do, and then we can talk about it. We need to increase blueprint availability by triple, at least. Triple the blueprints need to come out of all crates. I don't care if it's too many. There is not enough of anything, because every time that you use development, you are spending 3 things to make 1 thing, and it might not even be the thing that you want. So triple the blueprints out of all crates. Remove market cap. Hang on. Remove market caps and ceilings and floors. Plus 50, minus 50. Goodbye. Price it however you want it, and that's okay. And the other thing that I had was, I can't remember now. It'll come to me. What?
Okay.
What was it?
I don't know. Well,
Okay.
I just have like that super complaint about the price capping, where like. Yeah, I don't know what we looked on the market today and saw was, but basically a T2 R1 module is more expensive than a T2 R2. So nobody wants to sell their T2 R2 stuff because they're just going to get a loss on it because it's going to sell for less than the T2 R1.
Right.
So that there is killing the market because there's this stuff that people are not getting in circulation because they're not getting what it's worth.
Yeah. For the modules themselves, I blame training or license tests and the fact that it's cheapest Tech 2, and I say cheapest in air quotes because it's not, but it should be.
No, that's not even it, because that has been going on since the start of the game.
Right.
So
yeah.
It's just the availability, and stuff became available earlier on, like the T2R1 stuff became available earlier on, and by the time the T2R2 was as available as the T2R1, the T2R1's max price was spiked up so high that it just wasn't worth selling.
That's right.
The stuff.
That's right.
Yeah.
I've done some development before I got really mad at development, and let me tell you, I have things that I will not sell.
Battleship.
I know. Well, the ship I don't care too much about, but I've got 2 Tech 3 shield recharge augmenter
Those things
A's.
are kind of gorgeous.
You know how much they sell for on the market?
Let me guess. Wait. 18 million?
Yeah, something like that.
I just pulling a number out of my head.
Max sale price for one of these is going to be like 29 mil. Would I sell, would in my right mind, I sell this for 29 mil, it would be bought immediately and used. Okay. I think it's 32 mil for the built product because it's about a 10%
Let me check.
difference.
I'm going to check the blueprint.
All I'm saying is I have something that is so highly desired that it's basically I'm sitting on nothing, because if I develop it, it costs a lot of credits. It costs almost 4 mil credits to develop it. After discounts and stuff, it's like 3 mil or something.
24.1 million to sell.
Okay. The blueprint or the item?
That's the item.
Oh, okay. What I'm trying to say here is honestly, by desirability, I could probably get 70 mil for this. I really think I could, because it's a universal module. It goes on any ship.
I'm pretty sure you could at least 70 mil.
The bees are also desirable.
Bees are even more desirable. Honestly.
They're even more desirable, but this
more.
is excellent for the small ships and wormholes that can't have a cap penalty hit them. So, what?
Nothing. I will forever argue with you on that, because it doesn't decrease the recharge. It just decreases the max cap. So
still, max cap
I will
and
forever
recharge,
argue that's not that bad.
It's okay.
Recharge is not based on max cap.
I know it's not based on max cap. Recharge. If you spend it, it's out. So if you're spending a large chunk before you've even spent it, that sucks. And then I've got like my adaptive res enhancer Tech 3 purple that sells for way less. I think that sells for 24 mil at max price. No way.
Oh yeah,
thanks.
It's a lot less.
Yeah, it's not worth it. So,
but it's so good.
It's so good. That's right. So I'm literally stuck with these things that I am never going to sell, because I would be insane to do it. I've probably spent 30 mil just developing these things on each one. No joke.
And yeah, but the thing is also, there was a lot of good luck with that, because he could have gotten something totally useless from that.
I did. Look at all of these things that I have. They're totally useless.
Yeah,
like, I sold a lot of them.
Stuff totally useless.
Yeah, I sold a lot of them, but yeah. It is just, it's hard, and we need to remove these caps. Like here's some of the stuff I got for sale right now. They need to remove some of these caps in order for the game to be to have staying power, because nobody can play the market when there are these caps in place. And the reason that those caps are in place, that people can't play the market, is just for that reason. The devs don't want people making money off other players. They want to be making money off of them going to the market and spending money on Gala. That's it. That's at the end of the day. If it's not going a one-way transaction between the player and the developer, they don't want it. And I'm saying that's not going to work, Zlong, anymore, because we have found things are not worth developing. And if you're pushing players to get into higher tech level stuff, people are either going to just not do it, and then they're going to play and they're going to say, well, this isn't worth it anymore, throw up their hands and quit. Blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it sucks, man. I really wish that this would not happen anymore. Anyway, so people are leaving. The market is one cause, in my opinion. And as a side of that, development costs are just stupid. And then wingmen. And wingmen are OP. If you don't have a good wingman, you feel like crap.
If you don't have a good wingman, you get crapped on.
Yeah, that's
you
exactly.
Will get absolutely destroyed. Like, the stat difference between actually, let me just look at the stat difference between a Tech 2 and a Tech 1 wingman. Actually, I don't even have a Tech 1 wingman. Big move. Okay, let's just look at Tech 2, Tech 3. So yeah, like, a Tech 3 wingman will literally have double or like 3 times the stats of a Tech 2 wingman. Tech 3 without Tech 2.
Yep.
And that's ridiculous, because Tech 3 wingman, it's like, on average, it's about, what did it calculate it to? It's like $50 to get a Tech 3 wingman.
Oh, yeah.
On average, it's like $50 to get a Tech 3 wingman, and you don't know if you're going to get a mining one.
Hang on a sec.
Like,
what? $50? What you get? It's $1,500. No.
Okay.
I think it's $100 for a 50% chance.
It might be 100.
At any rate, we don't know, because we're not here doing the math.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it provides such a ridiculous competitive edge. It's like, that's not how this game should be. That's not how any game should be, in my opinion.
That's right.
You shouldn't be able to just drop down $100 and then win. Like, this is the thing is this is actual pay to win right here. Like, one of the things I liked about this game was that, okay, you have a guy in a $500 ship. Let's bring in 5 guys and kill him.
Yeah.
Five guys in $1 ships and take him down through teamwork. You can't do that with wingmen. Because wingmen just, first of all, have this massive stat advantage. And two, sure, if you lose them, it can be pretty expensive. But a, like, 1 million credit wingman versus a, like, 200 million gala for
Ship?
just the hull of a T3 battleship. And it could be easily double that when you look at all the modules, and that isn't even taking into account availability.
Oh yeah, dude, no.
So that's just ridiculous.
A Tech 3 fitted battleship is something like $500. I did the math on it. It's
really?
Yeah, dude,
I thought it would be a lot less than more than that. I thought it would be more than that.
There's a reason that Annihilation Blueprint is collecting dust right now, and it's because I don't have the money to fit the thing properly.
You also don't have the money to build the thing.
Yeah, I don't have. I've been spending all my gala on trying to make market trades.
Credits.
Or all my credits on market trades.
Too many credits.
So yeah, it's interesting. All right, let's change topics a little bit. Anyway, Zilong, please continue advertising and have good ads and bring new players into the game other than people from China. Like China joined. Hooray!
China joined. Woo!
We have seen almost nothing happen yet because they just joined like 5-6 days ago. So they're still figuring it out and stuff. We'll be going over the SOV map in a little bit. Nothing has really changed. The game. And we'll talk about it in a little bit. But anyway, so Seiden, what do we think is going to happen with mainland China in now? Are we going to see more Chinese alliances taking up space in neutral pockets? Are they going to go join GE? Like, what's going to happen?
Well, joining GE is a whole other can of worms.
Oh yeah,
but we can open that a little bit later. Honestly, I don't know what's going to happen. I think we're going to get, like, kind of what happened. We're going to get this massive influx of players, and then people are going to be like, well, this isn't actually really all that enjoyable, and just slowly drift off, and we'll retain maybe, like, 1%. Luckily. And, I think we'll probably see smaller alliances sprouting up, smaller corporations, but I don't think we're going to see like another GE, another FGF, another JLSD, because they're already big and they have a lot of SOV already, which gives them that advantage. They know how to play the game.
Right.
So a lot of the Chinese are going to flock to them. Some of the Chinese are going to make their own alliances, but it's going to take months, if ever, for them to catch up.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the game is so far forward now. It's over a month before they got access to the game. And I was saying 3 weeks ago to corporations that were trying to come out and take space, you missed that ship. That ship has sailed. Like, people that are getting space now are also defending their territory. And if people come out to try and take these little tiny one-off systems, they're going to get stomped by the next door big alliance. It's just how it is. We've done it.
Yeah. It'll take like 20 people to take a Prosperity 35, but even if you have 30 people, 40 people, 50 people, you're not going to be able to take that Prosperity 35 when you have a fleet of 300
players next door
ready to kick you out of their space. Or what they have declared as their space.
That's
even if it's just NPC SOV.
It's interesting.
Although there is this nice Perrin terminals that opened, but that's still same thing. Giant alliances have put down their flag. I claim this land in the name of England or whoever. And and so then nobody else can get it because it's been claimed as theirs, and they won't let anybody take it until they have taken all the SOV there. So
as speaking of SOV and stuff like that, as the game continues on, it's been a month. It feels like about 40 to maybe 50% now of all the available SOV has been taken. And it's interesting because we have seen just in this past week, especially, a lot of SOV stuff has slowed down. I am not seeing big grabs anymore. I am not seeing a lot of wars anymore. It feels like people have come to realize that there is no point declaring on someone who's not in your time zone. Because time zone tanking sucks. And it needs to be fixed. And I know that I'm just kind of like addressing a problem and saying, here's how you fix it, but here's how you fix it. When you declare war against the target, you get this one for free, but then when the second timer comes around and they have to defend it, there needs to be a 12-hour window in which it swings 6 hours in either direction for the final defense timer. It's the only way to make this fair.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
It's...
Because 6 hours means that if you attack somebody at like 3 o'clock in the morning, it can either be really early timer or a really late night timer. And that's fair. But constantly making it so that it's the same time, super, super late at night, dude, that's not okay. And I think people are going to quit over that too, because it was just a big land grab, and now nobody can actually fight over the Sov that other people have.
Yeah. Nobody can do anything. It's just like, okay, you've taken this Sov, now it is yours forever.
Yeah.
So there's like, the only wars we'll see are over savages, and that's been how it is. It's like, jeez. Yeah, I could just like count on one hand any serious battle that happened against a player Sov that Sov was actually successfully taken.
Yep. Yeah. No, the JLSD battle got canceled because of the armistice. That's right.
Mm-hmm. It's just such a tiny amount, and it's ridiculous.
I don't know, man. I got kind of depressed talking about this now.
Okay, yeah, let's move to something slightly less depressing.
Okay.
Like, oh, okay, actually, so this is one thing we kind of totally skipped that I did want to talk about with the is it okay if we take a step back to the update? What stuff the update changed?
Sure.
Okay, so the thing with overview changes. Did we talk about like you can click and hold on an object in space?
No, we didn't talk about that, but yeah,
okay,
you're right.
I couldn't remember if we talked about that, but yeah, I like that. Let us do that with celestials, like stations, planets, whatever, please, because that way we can find where players warp. So it makes PvP a little more fun. At least.
I agree. That seems like it was an oversight.
Yeah.
I wonder if you have celestials on your overview.
It doesn't.
Even if you're on the celestials tab.
Yeah, even if you're on the celestials tab, it doesn't let you do it.
That needs to be
tried
fixed.
it.
Yep.
Yeah, it does. Other thing. So, do you remember, Sig, in the patch notes, there was this thing like when you select a target in the overview, it locks the overview to that target. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
And we were all kind of confused about what that means. And now I'm seeing this in the game like, holy crap, this needs to stop. What is this? My life is being ruined. Please send help.
I don't know what happened. The overview got worse.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
If I scroll through the overview, it like jumps around again. It's back to day one.
What it does. No, I figured out what it's doing. It snaps it back to the target you have yellow boxed, the target you have selected.
Oh, are you serious?
You scroll? I'm serious. That's what it is. That's what that patch note was saying.
No.
So it locks the overview to the target you have selected.
Oh my gosh.
So you scroll, snap, scroll.
And then it goes back.
It was driving me ridiculous. It was just driving me totally insane today.
How do you untarget anything?
You have to target something else.
Wow.
Because it's yellow box. It's the yellow box. It's when you tap on it to select it, not to lock on it.
Just to catch up what Seiden just said, so you guys are following. If you click something in the overview and then try and scroll away from it, it's going to go back to what you clicked. That sucks, dude. Fix that. Okay. Let's move on to move on to some one more thing too. The new alpha text stuff. Sell it. Holy cow, money.
No, actually, some of it, don't sell it.
No, don't tell them not to sell it. Sell all your stuff, please.
Yeah, sell all your stuff. Let us buy it.
Thank you.
We want it.
Yeah.
Although actually, some of it is pretty good. If you want to fly bling, it's like actually good because like the alpha stuff, you can fit it on a Tech 1 ship.
It's
which
just
is
Tech 1
honestly
R5
the cool
though.
thing.
It's Tech 1 R5 with like reductions to CPU and grid.
It's actually equal to like it really depends on the alpha mod, but it's anywhere between T2 R2 and T2 R5 actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Sell me your warp core stabilizers at
it's pretty.
15% minus, please. I will take all of those. I need them
Yes.
for
So
my
so will I.
wormhole ships.
So will I.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah, alpha stuff is interesting. I think it's an
Yeah.
interesting mechanic that they have.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of Okay.
It's kind of what? Go ahead.
It's just it's interesting because it gives you a. It's like a very limited supply, but it gives you a good bonus that you can fit on a smaller ship.
That's
So
right.
it's good for the new players, and it's also debatably good for people baiting. Like, I would like to see some more alpha PvP mods, because right now we basically just have all PvE mods except for like the two things that were
The
added
blackjack
in the
stuff.
Cassandara pack. Yeah.
Yeah,
Except for those, they're just all PvE.
alpha stuff feels like faction mods, kind of like
So
a little bit.
I would like to have a little bit of that for PvP. Like, that would kind of give you the ability to fit a T1 ship, not as good as a T2 ship, but to compete with a T2 ship.
Dude, I just got an awesome idea.
Well, don't share it here.
No, Savage Rats should
Okay.
drop Savage mods.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That would be cool.
If you're fighting like the
That
Tech
would be
3,
really cool.
if you're doing like a 49 or something, but those would be limited because that only happens once. Oh, maybe not
Yeah.
a good idea. I don't know.
Well, no. Random NPC encounters. You know, like
That's
random
something I
PvE.
push for. Yeah. Make
Yeah,
it happen.
and have that in random PvE. Like, okay. So you know how we have these sites, the Sov, where higher Sov, you potato long enough and you get a capital to spawn on you.
Yeah.
I want to have that in encounters.
Oh my gosh, dude.
You have this like random, or even just in whatever random PvE that they will come up with because it's a good idea. But you just have this tiny chance, like I don't in Eve, like I don't know if any other sites had it. I don't have that much experience outside drone regions, but I know drone regions, infested carriers.
Yeah.
They would be these super carriers that have this small chance to spawn whenever you're clearing specific sites.
Happens once in a while. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a 0.5% chance or something, but just this random chance to have this massive ship spawn on you that you'll probably die unless you're really well fit, but you can kill it and you can get really good rewards from it.
That's true. Well, yeah, thinking about like Eve, it was capital ships from
Sentient, I know.
Well, you had the Sentients, and then you also had the capital ship stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You could get like Serpentis dreadnoughts to spawn, and they would drop special components that you could use to make the Serpentis capital ships. Plus, faction
yeah.
mods. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That was pretty new though.
So yeah, no, it is. That stuff does exist.
Yeah, I know. I didn't have much experience with that. I just lived in drone regions. So.
I know. You're cute, Seiden. Your little head pat.
I know.
All right.
I know. I only played Eve for like 3 or 4 years, so.
Let's talk a little bit about catching up people on some of the alliance politics. And when I say politics, I say it in air quotes because I just mean drama. Alliance drama.
It's just drama. Yeah.
So everybody here who's been following anything in this game knows that most of the things that happen in this game are salt related.
It's drama. Yeah.
It is.
Like I said, the most important content we have in this game is drama.
That's right. So first of all, let's catch people up on GE, because GE was a big ball of drama. So we in Triune were fighting GE. I'm going to give you guys a too long to version. We were fighting GE. GE begged us to stop because we were hurting their wallets. We said, okay, let's have an armistice. They broke it like within 3 days, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
And then the patch dropped after they're like all puffing up their chests like, we're GE, we can do what we want. Then JLSD, who they hate because they accuse JLSD of scripting, which the devs have confirmed has not been happening. JLSD decided to shoot at GE with a bunch of Tech 2 ships when the patch dropped. GE got really, really mad and rage quit. Basically, the leader of GE dropped roles, quit CEO, and has been confirmed to be trying to sell his account. Where's that ban at, honestly? But anyway, so GE right now, has taken a huge step back. They have a new leader, and nobody cares about GE anymore. Like, they're kind of last month's news, which is really interesting considering they still have all that space. But we just said,
and they're getting more space.
Yeah, that's right. So it's interesting. GE is going to continue to be a big group, but I view GE to be kind of like Chinese Void now. They're harmless.
Wallflowers, prettiest
wallflowers.
wallflowers.
They're just wallflowers that own an entire region and are doing almost nothing. Like,
yeah.
Don't know, man. Actually, Void and Red Rum, that's funny, right? Since we're talking about alliance drama, what's Red Rum been up to? Not a whole heck of a lot. Like,
that's what I'd like to ask. What has Red Rum been up to?
Nothing. So there were rumors and actual text visibilities of Red Rum saying that they were allying GE. I do not know if those plans ever came to transpire, nor do I care, because I don't care about either Red Rum or GE anymore. I mean,
wallflowers.
I care a little, but yeah, not enough to really put any energy into it. So now we've got, it's funny because where's all the game content happening? Back in Empire, or back in the, high sec, low sec systems. And then some people doing some raids out in null sec, random rep hunting and stuff. It's just really interesting, dude. And everybody's got, the Tarzan chest beating, like, I am the king of this game. No, you're not. Nobody is. Everybody's just playing the same game, and we're all just bad at it. So
because it's a single player game, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, dude, Triune, I love Triune, and I love everybody in it, but I'm kind of wondering, what are we doing? Like, we're hanging out, playing a game together, and it's interesting. So to give you guys some updates on what has been happening in Triune, because I'm one of the leaders of it, big fat nothing. Like, Triune was formed to shoot at GE, and now GE
had nobody to fight.
Yeah, GE aren't really causing problems, and they're not really fighting back either. We had one big fight, ZUK3, right, which was a 49.
Yep.
JLSD went in, attacked that Sov. We went in and helped put it in a first timer. Second timer, GE showed up, and GE had home team advantage. They just kept on spatialing, and everybody kept getting
rejection.
They were just spamming spatial rejection, which is totally BS. But that was before the patch dropped, which was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Since the patches dropped, nothing has happened. It's such a weird thing. We were expecting all of these fights. 400 is now the new spatial, and it's not happening. I don't know if it's because now that people can actually field fleets, nobody's interested in fighting. Like, we're all chickens now.
That kind of seems like it to me, honestly.
I don't know what's going on. Like, I personally can't field 400 people in my alliance because everybody's quitting. So I don't know what to do.
That's a big oof.
Yeah, that's a big oof. And our friends Eden and Noir, I mean, are in a similar boat. Everybody's trying to get recruits from wherever they can. If we can put over 150 people on a grid now, magic happened. Like, I know this because when we were doing the ZUK3, if I recall correctly, Northwest had the numbers with 150 people. Eden had about 130 to 140, and Noir had like 60. So
they had like 80 actually.
80. Okay.
Yeah.
We had like maybe 400 people tops, and then anytime we got spatialed, one of our caps got spatialed. I couldn't believe it.
That was really funny.
I couldn't believe it.
That was actually really funny.
Yeah. So it's just, I don't know, man. Like, game has to have some things happen in order for this to happen. Now, there was that idea, and I'm moving back into ideas again because I love talking about ideas. These neutral systems, like the 35s that are neutral camp owned, which is where rep quests and stuff are. All right, here's my idea, and I want everybody to listen, and I want everybody to go, yay, Sig. Those systems should be able to be controlled by the people that hold SOV around them. If a system has a connection and over 50% of those connections are owned by a corporation, only that corporation and their alliance and any friendly interests of that alliance can dock at that station, or can not dock, relocate to that station. Here's why. Say, for example, that we live in an area that has a neutral camp, okay? By owning all of the space around the neutral camp, like within range and stuff like that, anybody can say, screw your sovereignty, we're just going to relocate in and hit you anyway. Then they have literally in the heart of our space a base. So I say no to that. Make it so that if I'll just use Northwest because that's my corp. If Northwest owns 51% of the interest in the systems around that location that has an instant jump location, then Northwest gets to determine who can relocate to that station based on our blue list. That's perfect. We don't get anything from it, but people can't also backdoor into our home anymore. Now, that hasn't happened to us, but what I am noticing is if we want to go launch an offensive, it's really easy. You don't even need Sov. You just go to the friggin' relocate area and hit them from there.
So, yeah, that is a good idea mostly, but there are a couple problems with it.
Yeah. Okay,
there are a couple problems with it.
All right.
So, first of all, rep quests. Like,
you can dock. You can dock.
Yeah. But you can't like reship. You can't turn in your.
I think that all that all neutral camps should have a limited version. All high sex space, all NPC camps should have a limited version of things. You should be able to select the ship. You should be able to rearm your ammo, and you should be able to update your research. Because why is research remote? Like, yeah, you're connecting. Yeah. It's the friggin' 30,000th century or something in this game.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. And with that, it would work. Honestly, it would work because
it would be great.
Yeah, because the problems with it doing that as the game system is right now. First of all, yeah, you can't reship. Second of all, you can't refit your ship.
Right.
Third, you can't do any of the management stuff like research and whatever. But also, you can't drop off your stuff that you might have in your hold.
Right.
So,
you know what though? Something needs to change because these constant backdooring neutral camps. I understand it's there to generate content, but that's not good content. Make people have to fight over these systems. Make something worth fighting for. Gotta make something worth fighting for. In EVE, it was the conquerable stations. People would be flipping those all the time because they wanted the station because it was good to have one. It gave you discounts on stuff before you could build your own stations and stuff like. No, Citadels. This was before that. This was.
Oh, POS.
No, this was before. No.
What are you talking about?
This
is like super early days of EVE.
Well, not really. I mean, there were stations that were owned by the system. And you could go in, and if you had more POSs than anybody else in that system, you claimed the rights to that station. And then you could use the benefits from that system, from that station, which were really good until players could build their own stations. Then they just became novelties.
Okay, I thought you were.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thought you were something else. Okay.
So anyway, we kind of went a little off topic, but yeah.
It would be cool to have something like that, and then that could add in a whole nother political element where giving people access to set these rep camps as homes for
undocking and redocking
political stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And
that's not cool. So yeah, GE last month's news. Who's moving up right now? We've got Kieran taking a lot of space down in terminals.
Oh yeah.
They're taking a lot of. They're kind of going all over the place. I'm not really sure what Kieran is all about.
Do you want to pull up the sub map here?
I do.
Or not yet? Okay.
No, that's okay. We'll pull it up really quick. Let's see here.
Yeah. Because Perrin is actually terminals in Perrin is kind of insane, honestly. There's been a lot of action going on down there with taking Sov.
Okay. So let's pop up the Alliance Sov map. Okay, for all of you guys out there watching, we just pulled up the big Sov map. There it is. So yeah, GE taking a big chunk. Terminals though, it is going to the Kieran group down there in the south. GE's got a couple systems in here, but it's kind of mixed. FGF pushing in a few systems. FGF.
A little bit of FGF, a little bit of random stuff.
Yeah, GE kind of shoving their way in. So yeah, it is interesting. JLST also creeping in.
And there's another big alliance that I can't remember their name. I said it like an hour ago. I don't remember what their name is. I'm not even gonna try.
No, that's okay. Are you talking about who are these guys? This is Eternal, right?
No.
Oh, Enigma.
Enigma. I knew it started with an E.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. I
I
wasn't sure which
honestly haven't heard much about them because they're like in literally the opposite side of the galaxy from us.
Sure. Yeah, I don't
So
see.
yeah.
I don't see too much. Now, what's going on over here? This is interesting. Did Noir just get somebody new?
No, I think that's probably just someone with the same icon.
No, that's Noir, dude.
Wait, that's Noir. Whoa. Okay, I don't know what's
ESP.
happening with our allies.
Latinus. Yo, speaking of Noir, we gotta update everybody on
we have news about
the
Noir.
weekly salt. That's
Boy,
right.
we have news about Noir.
So some of you guys might have heard.
News.
Some of you guys might have heard that Noir kicked Apex out of their alliance. There was a whole bunch of drama, and basically what it came down to was the guy, and I believe it was Jack. Jack quit the alliance because he wanted some Sov, but he was never around. So he came back under the condition that he could have some other people be able to be getting a hold of in his corporation, and he needed to stop being a potato. And he did that, but then he continued to treat people like crap. So his leadership had him said, hey, you need to knock this off or you need to step down, like with finality. And then a whole bunch of things happened. People got mad, Facebook drama, spam, like insanity. And then they tried to apply to, did they apply to Red Rum or were they trying to flip Sov? I can't remember. Anyway, I think something happened.
Just trying to flip Sov, I think.
They're trying to flip Sov. Okay, so they're trying to flip Sov for Red Rum to create drama because Red Rum having space right in Noir's home system would have been a bad situation. So a bunch of people quit the corporation after all this drama, rejoined in Noir. The end. Apparently Jack wasn't being a very cool guy. He was talking about wanting to share a whole bunch of like doctrine and stuff like that, which is like, whatever, dude. Doctrine fits at this point are kind of, it's not the insanity that Eve was, where one or two modules could make the ship. Like you could put an oversized afterburner on a Munin or something like that and it would be unstoppable. No, I think everything is pretty much the same here. Everybody fits relays, resistances, and remote reps, and you're solid. So yeah. Anyway, Kerensky got a lot of the heat. People were calling him Karen and stuff like that. I actually talked to Kerensky a little bit. He squared me away on some of these things, and I believe him based on the fact that Jack said that he had proof of all these shenanigans. Nothing came to surface like it never does. The end. Drama put down. It was fun to watch on Facebook, though. People were getting really salty. Yeah. I ran out of popcorn GIFs to use. Like, I just didn't have...
Wait, Sig, I'm going to stop you there.
GIF.
Really?
That's right.
Really?
Fight
GIFs?
me.
I'm sorry, we can no longer be friends.
That's
Sig.
okay.
Sorry.
I will accept your incorrect pronunciation of the word GIF.
I will accept your incorrect opinion. Everyone has their own right to their own opinion, but
even if it's wrong?
Yes. Exactly.
Oh no, dude. So yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, Void's losing corporations. Since we're just kind of rolling through all the corp drama, Void's losing corporations. They lost a couple this week.
Void.
They lost one of their diplomats. Yeah, I don't know, man. Void.
Do you want to pull up the actual picture of Void? The actual picture of Void right now.
Oh, on the map?
I sent you a bit ago on. No, the one I sent you on Discord a bit ago.
I can't open Discord because Discord has got your face on it. What was it?
No, it's just the meme with the dog in the burning building.
Fine. This is fine.
I am fine.
Yeah, Void's on fire.
That's Void right now.
So one of the corporations
they're saying everything's fine.
One of the corporations left Void because. So I'm trying to remember here. Void. Okay, I got to be right because I'm being a journalist right now, so I'm not going to dispute ignorance. Were you here for the meetings when we brought in Dead?
I was for some of them, not all of them.
Okay, I'm going to try and remember correctly here. Dead said they did not have their stuff together. they were not giving out good Sov, and people were not showing up evenly for Sov and stuff like that.
Mhm.
There were some allegations that Reaper, Lord or King Reaper, or however his name is, he's a two-timer. He would say one thing, do another. Kind of spicy. I think that based on my complete lack of knowledge inside of Void, I can neither agree nor disagree with those things. But I mean, I'm throwing it out there because people said it and they're allowed to have their own opinions. I think that Northwest has a little space out there now, but Void is taking it back because we had an agreement with them to capitulate the Sov once they had moved over. So that's going to be happening. I think it should have been happening today.
As we go. Yeah, well, it's happening as we go. Because as they pull structures out of systems, then they can take them back.
You know, it's interesting, though. I'm zooming in here. It looks like they still got a lot of empty space. And I wonder, hang on. Okay, so before I click to the pros map, what am I going to see right here, Seiden? Am I going to see a lot of 44, 47s?
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of 44, 47s, maybe a
Oh,
smattering of 40.
baby!
Actually, no, a lot of 41s.
Is that
I
a
bet there's
hot
going to be a lot of 41s.
right there?
Ooh!
Oh, man. TYL, everybody set your sights, dude. Yeah.
Let's go. Dad.
Wow, look
Let's
at
go.
that. No,
Let's
actually, look at that,
we
dude.
need more 41s.
We were dead on.
Huh.
So
yeah, 41s.
This is
I think they're going to be a lot of
47,
41s are
44, 47, 44, 44, 41, 47, 44. Holy cow, dude.
Do these guys not
Boy,
know
what are you
that
doing?
40... Wait, no. Did these guys not know that 44s and 47s are easier than 41s? Or, well, they were
What are you doing,
pre-patch.
man?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, hang on a sec here. So
I actually don't know
Alliance
about
Sov,
post-patch.
what's
Haven't
this?
done much Sov
A
post-patch.
41. Oh, they took a 41 and a 38. And then what's here? A
Woo,
38,
so strong.
a 35,
So,
a 38. How do this many 38s exist this far out? What the heck? 35. They are finding systems I did not know existed. 35s in the middle of all this Sov? Wow.
Well, no, there are a lot of... Like, if you think about our sock puppet, there's like a lot of 35s, 38s
Yo,
there.
dude.
It's
We
like a
should move
really
into void
huge ratio.
space. Let's move it. They left all the good stuff for us, man.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do
go.
it. No, we're not actually doing that. If we do show up near you recently, though,
Let's go. Okay,
soon you will know why.
deck right now, Sig. Let's do more 5 a.m. ops.
Should I?
I
Hang on
know
a
you
sec.
like those.
Hang on, let's see. Where's that? Where's
Sig,
that? Is this that 49 right there? Yeah, it is.
Sig, if you dare, you promised never again.
What are you talking? It's
don't
not
want-
even that late, dude.
I don't want to stay up till 4:30 doing a 49.
Oh, come on,
Please.
man. Are
I
you
don't
sure?
want to do that again.
We could do
I don't
it.
want to do
It's
that
just
again.
one push of a button, Seiden. No, I'm kidding. I won't do that. But look
What
at the
is scary-
reward, Seiden. You can get ultra implant cases.
Thing is,
yeah.
the thing is, for anyone wondering about this, I'm scared, not because I think Sig is serious, but because there is precedent. It's
Oh,
because Sig has done this before.
never once ever have I. I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. So
I'm
yeah.
scared of what a drunk Sig is capable of.
Void. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's true.
There is no stopping him.
Yeah. Drunk Sig is a little hairy.
He's terrifying.
So yeah. That you
Anyway.
know. Yo. Okay. So wait. They're saying that Eternal is or not Eternal. I'm sorry.
Enigma.
Enigma is a rebrand of who?
Genesis.
Are
is
you
what I'm
for
hearing.
real?
That's what somebody was saying. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I do not know
What?
actually how
Hang on.
reliable that is.
No, it's okay. I'll find out right now. I will find out right this second. I did not know this.
Log in all your spies.
Opus. Wait, what?
What?
That's not a correct rating at all.
That is totally not a
Shoot. Okay, hang on. Let's search for Gen. What is it? Gen 4? Enigma. You are correct. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow.
Okay.
Who runs
Wow,
Enigma?
so-
DPS Des Jardini. Deep Space. Yo, dude, we should have a talk with them. Wait, hang on a sec. 148 solar systems held? Where are they on the rankings?
19 members.
100
That's actually pretty big. That's actually not bad.
Oh
if
my
they have
gosh.
decent Sov.
They crept up on us.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Well,
That's impressive because they only have like twice as many members as we have, and they're getting up there.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That's impressive.
Well, we should
Yeah.
have a talk with them. We should say, hi,
Oh yeah.
want to be shoot buddies? We can shoot each other.
Oh yes.
And if they say yes, excellent. We have shoot buddies.
We
If
go
they
shoot
say
them.
no,
Yay.
then we have shoot buddies anyway. It's a win-win
Because
situation
they're
for us.
just shoot slightly less buddies.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a love-hate relationship instead of a love-love relationship.
That's a big oof. Okay, so did we have any other alliance drama? Anything else that was spicy happen recently? I'm trying to think. Trying to dig deep. Not that I can think of. Oh, I should say, I don't know if this really counts as drama, but I said that Northwest was going to start talking to corporations and alliances about joining us. We've been doing that. You know, we are to the point where the game is struggling to gain new people. So the people that do stay, we want them. Beyond that, it's just, yeah, we're just hanging out. We're trying to enjoy playing the game, and we want to get the people that really are good at the game and like playing it to hang out with, because we want to talk with you, you know? So
yeah,
shameless plug.
We
If you are interested in joining Northwest, come and join our Discord and we will talk.
Sig, you were always the one that told me, like, this is not the Northwest show. This is the main frequency. Don't talk about Northwest.
It is the main frequency, but
Yes.
you know, 10 episodes, I held it for 10 whole
Yeah.
episodes. That's right. And, you know, I'm allowed to say this. It's like, if you want to have your corp ad sponsored, send $200 to PayPal at, no, I'm kidding.
Well, no, I mean Patreon.
Yo,
Patreon.
we got Patreon. That's right.
We have Patreon.
We need to do
we
a
haven't
shout
we have
out.
not talked about that. Yeah. So we have not talked about our Patreon in quite a while.
Oh, it's been like two episodes.
No, it hasn't. I thought we were talking. It's been a lot longer than that.
Yo, okay, go, Seiden. Yeah.
Okay, so for those of us that have come in recently and don't know about it, we have a Patreon. Give me a second. I'll link
I got it. Keep
okay,
talking.
thank you. Sig linked it.
Yeah.
So yes, we have a Patreon. You can.
It's patreon.com/main frequency for those out there
Yes.
listening. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can basically donate anywhere between like $2 just to say like, hey, I like your stuff.
We'll
Make
shout
more
your
of it.
name out.
And yeah, or a $200. You can be on the show after hours. You can get your corp. You can get your corp name, alliance name, whatever, shouted out. And yeah, we have Patreon, so we can keep bringing you this content.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, we got a former patron that just upgraded his donation.
Yo,
That is ID Stu.
ID Stu,
He's-
thank you, dude.
Oh yeah, he's
He's probably in bed
He's a
right
great
now.
yeah. Actually, that's true. I don't even think he's watching this.
Yeah,
Probably asleep.
he'll be able to listen to it though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And-
thank you for
yeah.
supporting the show.
Yep.
And
Thanks, man.
to those of you guys that do sign up for our Patreon, it's gonna buy Seiden a green screen next. Because we talked about this. I need to go find my green screen in a box.
So you don't
'cause
have
I
to
just
see my
moved.
basement.
Yeah, that's right. Basically, it's just for show upgrades and stuff like that. We'd like to get a new intro. We made our very first advertisement today for Facebook because we realized that Facebook doesn't allow you to hot link or embed videos from like YouTube or Twitch or anything like that. So I had to publish one to Facebook. So I put together this little clip of, it was like a minute of us talking about some politics and drama and stuff like that. And then I'm like, well, crap, I don't really have like this really cool ending that I can like put the main frequency title on or something like that. So yeah, I mean, money would go for things like just promoting the brand, basically the main frequency. We've been doing this since August, and we really like it.
Since
We really like
3-4 weeks before the game launched.
yeah, we really like hanging out with you guys, sharing about the content in and out of the game. So yeah, be a part of our Patreon. Thank you. If you can't be a part of our Patreon, thank you for listening or watching. We're glad that you guys are here. Let us answer viewer questions. Yo, if
Let's
you
ask
guys
4 questions to answer.
yeah, that's right. I'm going to check really quick and see if anybody's asked a question on our Twitter that we have kind of never.
Yeah. What? Oh, yeah. I forgot we added Twitter.
I know, right?
That's been Sig's baby. Okay. I will scroll up through chat
Twitter.com/main frequency.
See.
Go there.
and let me guess, there will be nothing.
Nope, nothing new.
Other than like the
Okay.
one question asked weeks ago. Okay.
So So at the end of every episode of Main Frequency, we take a little bit to answer your questions. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask right now, and we'll answer some of them. It can be anything you want. It can be personal, well, not too personal, or it can be game related and stuff like that. It's fine. We're happy to hang out with you guys, though. And if we've got no questions within like the next 60 seconds, we just won't answer any. Yeah, so actually thinking about it, it's been 2 weeks. Last week, I spent most of my time moving because, like I said, got a house. So we weren't available. I think the once every 2 weeks is working, but I think we should probably go back to once a week if you can. Because I know this was on you, Seiden. Are you willing to go back to once every week?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I do want to. I want to.
Okay, you
I
want
to at least
but
try.
can you commit to it?
That's a good question.
Okay. All right. We got a question. Yeah. We got a question here. Sig Fumar asked, Sig, how's your new place? Getting all moved in. You know, it was actually pretty cool. We had we were really tired from getting everything boxed up and packed, and we hired some movers. We just did it like last second sort of thing, and a couple of they're like two kids who were like college age, maybe like in their early 20s, and one I think was 18, and they lived just in Salem here, which is only an hour away from me, but they were really nice, and I detected an accent. It turned out that they were from Ukraine, and they had some great work ethic. They were T stacking, and T stacking is where if you were to place a box and then a box, if you place another box on top, it would make a T in the seams. That's a really great way to stack boxes because it is solid and boxes will not just like tip over in columns, right? They did an amazing job. They packed a 15-foot truck full of our entire apartment in one run. It was insane. Wow. And I thought that I thought the 15-foot truck would be too small. They were stacking things to their roof. They would get in there and they'd reorganize stuff. We paid for an extra hour because of how efficient they were being, and we wanted to give them money because they were doing great. And then we tipped them $20 each at the end, and we bought them lunch and had 5 guys, sat down and just chit-chat a little bit. Dude, it was great. So that was moving day.
That's cool.
This whole week, I have avoided unpacking boxes because it's hard and it's dusty. And I hate unpacking because, I mean, if you guys could see my place right now. Oh, man. Let me see if I can actually show you guys a quick little. Let's see here. So, yeah, it's just boxes. Like, literally just boxes on the floor and cables and coils. And, like.
Oof. That's a big
Oh,
oof.
man. Yeah. So, yeah, moving was good, Fumar. Thanks for asking. We're moved in now. I hope that we can get central air soon because it is cold in this room and I'm dying. Please send help. Please send money. Please send blankets. Oh, my gosh. She wants it at 65. 65 is not a livable temperature.
So first thing our Patreon money is going to go to is getting Sig a blanket.
There you go. I need a blanket. I've got this blanket right here. Also, I totally noticed at the beginning of the stream, by the way. See, I got my little pink blanket. This was unintentional, but my shirt, my shirt purple. And my hat match my acoustic paneling. I wonder if anybody's noticed that. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Please answer in chat. Did anyone notice that?
Oh man,
dang it! I missed my point to make a joke about not being able to see Sig.
Oh dang yeah, you did. Oh, that's funny.
I should have. Oh, feels bad, man.
Oh man, that's okay. Spoder next time. All right. Silent asks, is Northwest Corp gonna update ship compositions for PvP and subs? Dude, I've told you guys, 1,200 minarets and everybody in Taos. We're doing it.
No.
No, Zens. Okay, yep. Zens. We're doing Zens. That's right.
Zens,
not the Tau. Yeah. The Tau's too potato.
Yeah. Everyone's everyone's in Zens, minarets, and Aegises. Let's go.
Yeah. Only 1,200 haywire. It started. What did it start with? It started with like 200.
No. It started with like 300 minarets.
Yeah.
And like 20 Aegises or something. Then it up to 700 minarets. And
every time somebody mentions it just goes up by 100.
Oh.
So really? I just keep we're up to 1,200 now. Yeah. So
Okay,
12,
so wait,
1,200
does this mean we're up to 1,300 now?
No, that was, well, now that you've mentioned it again, yes, now we're up to 13. So 1,300
Okay.
minarets. I mean, if you had 1,300
How many
minarets,
Aegises though? Wait, how many Aegises?
you only
though, is
need
my
2.
question. No,
Yeah,
because you
just
need
a
one.
cycle.
Or no, you need 2 for each Celestial in the system. Except for the fact that having 2 Aegises in the same system together somehow like breaks the Aegis super device, and none of them can activate it.
Dude, minarets are where it's at though. Minarets are like bay.
Minarets. Oh yeah, minarets are like the best ship.
I
in
know.
the game,
I feel like
honestly.
we're giving away.
I want a
lot of
wormhole in my
strategy
minaret.
here.
I want a wormhole in my minaret.
You
Like,
want to wormhole in your minaret?
yes, I do. I don't care that I can't get loot. I just want to wormhole in my minaret.
Oh shoot, dude. Does anybody have any game
Loot
related
is
questions?
overrated.
Oh man. Oh no. Okay, so I know that today it always seems that I do this when I start talking about the game. It sounds like I'm really negative and stuff like that, but I'm not. I am a part of the Collective Discord, and the Collective is a group of people that upload videos and content and guides and stuff like that. But then we also get to talk to the staff that make the game and submit our feedback and whatnot. When I'm sitting here ranting, I'm trying to follow up with the reason for the rant, but I honestly would really like to see some improvements to this game so that I want to continue playing it. I do want to continue playing it, but right now I want to continue playing it because of the people that I'm playing it with. I don't want to lose this group of people. I like them. But the game is making it more and more difficult every day because there's not a lot to do. We can go raid or we can go do some PvP out in like Fang or something like that. But when it comes down to Sov and stuff like that, and actually like a reason to conquer space, what happens once it's all taken? Is it game over because nobody can actually fight over Sov? We're going to be bordering with neighbors who might drop blue just so that they can fight us because we got nobody else to fight. That means Triune could fall apart. I'm not saying that that's planned or that's going to happen, but just I'm going like in the future here. Alliances could break up. People could start fights. It might be interesting for a week or two, but then once everybody realizes just how exactly much this game costs, that will end really quick and people will either go back to their blues or quit because it's expensive. Like even whales have a hard time playing this game. And it's interesting. The whales quit first.
Because they're like, I spent $4,000 on this game, and I can't afford to keep spending more because that's what the game requires.
Totally. No, you guys know. Do you guys remember Mega Shield? He was one of Eden's whales. He whaled out a whole bunch, and then he just said, "Nope, done with this game." Like, and we talked to him.
I don't even know how much he whaled, but it was
a lot. Here's the thing.
An insane amount.
In 2 weeks, he saw no future for the game. And that should say something. And I saw it too. Like pretty soon, like a week in, I was saying, what's actually happening with this game? Like we go and get Sov and then what?
Nothing.
Nothing, because there's no reason to own Sov. It's so weird. Like, yeah, so some things need to change. That's why I am passionate about why I start going off. Is because I explain why I go off, and then I explain why or how it could be fixed. So there we go. Okay, we asked a couple questions. What cheat engine do you use to get your Tech 3?
It's called a credit card.
It wasn't even, though. My Bamboo was cheap. Bamboo was only like 30 mil.
Only like $100.
Yeah. No.
Okay, actually, no, that's actually only like $25. Seriously?
30 mil? No, 30 mil's like $50. 30 mil golf.
Oh, yeah. 30 mil's like 50, but yeah, a little more.
Yeah, no, the Bamboo is cheap. Actually, the ship itself is not cheap. The fittings and everything, it's Tech 3 souped up, so it's pretty spendy. I still need mods for that ship that are not dropping. Like,
yeah. Honestly, if you want to do like actually enjoy wormholes, like personally, I'd recommend a frigate just because they're even harder to get your hands on the modules, but they're a little more affordable.
Yep, that's true.
Because the hull is like probably 2/3 the cost.
I would fly smaller ships. So here's a little piece of advice for everybody out there that is enjoying the game. Do listen to Seiden. Get a frigate. I would suggest a destroyer because quad guns, it's a little bit more fun. You can spend ammo faster.
Frigates are cheaper.
It's definitely inexpensive compared to the alternatives. Do your best to get into a Tech 3 hull, a Tech 3 ship. Bring your modules over, and then use the benefits of the extra slots on your Tech 3 ship, the extra component slots, the extra shields, the extra energy capacity, all that stuff. It's all going to make your experience better, and you're going to be more effective. Once you've done that, just start. So get an idea, say, this is what I want on my ship. And those of you guys that have watched my stream, you saw me building my bamboo, and it's like, I want this and this and this and this and this. And then I just listed them off. And then I go and check the market every day and look to see, okay, is this item in? Is this item in? No. That one is, buy. And then I've upgraded my ship one part, right? Do that until you have what you want. And then you'll have a great ship for wormholes. Now, something that I definitely keep addressing too is that wormholes are not a purely PvE experience. There's a lot of PvP involved. So please consider that when you go spending your money on this very expensive ship that if you lose, shrug, could cost you. I lost one. I know how it feels. It sucks. But I bounced back and we're good to go. That's right. I have been considering not playing because of the cost since Silent. Well, that's not good. I hope that the cost is not a big factor to you. You know what's interesting now that I think about it? One of the guys in my corporation actually asked me. He said he was going to leave the corp, and I said why? And he said because you guys aren't compensating our ships. And I said, what? Yes, we are. What are you talking about? He's like, well, I went out and PvP'd in my ship, and you guys aren't compensating it. I'm like, well, yeah, dude, you went out and PvP'd in a Tech 2 ship with Tech 2 fittings. No, I'm not going to replace your Tech 2 blinged out ship. And that rubbed him the wrong way. And I said, well, okay, look at it from my perspective. If everybody was flying their very expensive ships and expecting the corp to replace it, we would have no money. Yeah. So that's something that I wanted to talk about earlier that I kind of glossed over, is that there is no insurance in this game. The insurance is run by the players, which is really messed up because it's been a one-way conversation to everything in the game where the devs want you to buy from them for everything, but then the devs don't want to pay to replace your stuff. Ooh, stinger. Feels like every bad customer complaint ever. It's rough. So, yeah, it would be nice to see insurance. I don't think it's ever going to happen, but thinking about it, there could be ways to implement it that would be good. How much influence do you actually have to change things in the game? Well, let's see. Things that I got put into the 1.4 patch were the gate changes, where people land 20 kilometers off of a gate, the more difficult encounters and stuff like that was probably partly my fault, at least, because I know a lot of people were saying this is too easy.
T3 buffs probably also, some of that.
I didn't push that hard for that, but I did mention it. I pushed really hard for what's the point in going out to these like level 49 sobs that we take that I can do in a mist. Like, there's no point to that. Make it harder, please. Yeah. And then they made it harder.
And so we can blame Sig for that.
And then what else? There was one other thing. Let's see here.
Everyone was pushing for the newts, so...
Oh, yeah, that's right, the newts. Okay, yeah, the newt stuff.
Everyone was pushing for that, though.
People were pushing for it, but they implemented it in the specific way that I typed out, which was very awesome. So, small, medium, large newts. It was flat amounts. I said bigger ships should be able to cap out smaller ships because they're bigger. Small ships should figure out how to get away or stay away from bigger ships because, you know, if you're a big ship, your radius of influence should be larger than a small ship. So, small ship needs to make decision. Do you go in and potentially get wiped out, or do you stay back and wait? So I was really glad they implemented those three things at least straight away. So I do have some sway. I wouldn't say that I can just tell them anything and they'll make it happen, though. And there's a lot of things in an interesting way. There's a lot of things that I like doing that I think are stupid and I would like to see changed. Like we talked about earlier, the cloaking Tech 1, Tech 2, Tech 3 frigates with wingmen that do like 4,000 DPS. That's stupid. Please change that. So, yeah. Anyway, definitely do. If you guys have ideas, you can always float them my way. Please do not DM me, though. I do not need DMs of your ideas. Just talk
Sig,
about it in general.
yeah, Sig gets on every morning and has to spend like 8 minutes scrolling down the side of his Discord and like, oh, hey, there are my servers. Finally, I've
It's
passed through
true.
all the DMs.
Yeah, I need to just disable server DMs, I think.
And I'm not exaggerating that much.
Uh,
Like, yeah.
Another question from Matt Z. What do you spend your money on? Weekly packs or Iridium right away? And what do you best spend that Iridium on? Oh, okay.
We actually discussed this. Was it last podcast?
It was.
Okay. Yeah. So we came to the point that basically best thing to spend your money on if you have limited money is daily packs.
Yeah, the
Really.
boost packs. The
Yeah.
recruit packs.
Boost pack 1, recruit pack. They're like best.
Yeah, it's $1. Especially the recruit pack, if you buy it once a day, you get some benefits and you also get 600 Iridium, which is, I think, what you get for if you spend $1. So
Also,
not only do you get the Iridium, you get all the stuff along with it, which is really nice.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Sig is broke right now.
So-
Please send money.
So yeah, honestly, recruit pack, in my opinion, is literally the best thing to buy. Because yeah, first, you can get a master recruit, which is like literally the most overpowered thing in the entire game at this point.
Yep.
Second of all, you can get the microchip storage case. The thing is, that can get you a T3 microchip. Now, a lot of those are trash that it's like, okay, this isn't really worth it. But there's like probably about a 4% chance to get a couple, maybe even more than that, but to get a couple microchips that can sell anywhere between like 20 mil and 35 mil gala. So you can make a lot of money from that.
That's true. Continue, Seiden. I am going
What?
to I'm
Okay.
going to burn a couple of these really quick here.
Okay. Yeah, so then boost pack 1. Basically, you get a nice bit of minerals. So thing with the minerals is like you start with the IRTI alloy. This is a kind of a quick tip in calculating their worth. Basically, oxide crystal is okay. Let's start at the other end. Sorry, the white mineral semiconductor gel, the hydrocarbon polymer, the green, the level up is worth 4 times more. The blue is worth 4 times the green. The purple is worth 4 times the blue, and the gold is worth 4 times the purple. Simple. So obviously works the same way down.
Dang,
So basically, boost pack. Oof. So yeah, boost pack gives you 100 IRTI alloy. So and take that up to calculate up all the way up to 25,000 semiconductor gel. So that's pretty good. It'll supplement your research a little bit. Nothing too crazy, but it'll save you some corp points.
It's solid.
Then gives you 3 hours of speed up, 2-hour ones and 12 5-minute ones. Then you get an hour of base relocation speed up, which that's pretty nice if you like PvP and whatever, moving around your space and whatever. Then you get 1.3 million credits, which honestly is awesome because you spend so many credits on everything. That 1.3 is just a nice bonus for $1.
For $1.
That's good.
That's a super good deal. Yeah.
And then you get just a little tiny bit of
corp
gala for your corp wallet. And it's a little bit of points, a couple corp points, and 200k.
Yeah,
so
those
small amount, but still good.
Those two are definitely super killer deal. Seiden was right.
So
it's definitely a disappointment you don't get the 2-hour speed up, but the 2-hour speed up comes at a very large cost in my opinion, which is an extra $2.
So really, I'd get like boost pack 1. Boost pack 2 is also worth it. It gives similar stuff. It gives basically twice as much, or no, not less than twice as much, like plus half as much in terms of resources. Then gives, let me add this up quick. That just gives 6 hours of speed up compared to 3. So it gives twice as much speed up, same amount of base relocation speed up. It gives a couple implant canisters, which are kind of useless, and gives a little bit more credits. And it doesn't give any corp gala. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
But recruit pack, boost pack 1, boost pack 2 if you have a little bit more money. And if you have even more money, really go for either boost pack 3 or move to the weekly specials.
Yo, weekly specials.
Research
buggers.
bundle.
Yo, research bundle best.
Bundle. Also, no. Oh, and keep this in mind. Only if you are in Northwest do you want to buy the Corp Bundle 1, which gives you 9 million Corp Gala. Otherwise, your Corp doesn't need it. Your Corp just you don't need it.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. Don't. No, your corp doesn't need Gala.
No, it's
So
all good. Actually, buying the core bundle one gives you 9 million core points, which is good
yeah,
for.
that's actually really good.
Yeah,
Honestly, that's where my money goes first. Like, because that gives me 3,000 iridium and 9 million core points for $5.
that's right. That's
So
right.
I can spend my iridium on basically. Generally, I just save my iridium. I will either spend it on Gala or recruits, depending on which I need. Because there's nothing else really worth spending it on, in my opinion. Because developing is potato.
Yep.
But yeah, 9 million core points, that can get you a lot of minerals, which can fund some nice research. So yeah, that's basics of
What
to
you
spend your
spend
money
money
on.
on? Yeah, exactly.
And if you're a whale that can drop like a couple $100 a week, buy the research bundles. That's what it boils down to. Get the daily packs and the research bundles, because research bundle is really the second best bang for your buck.
Ooh, my chica just got a new expertise. She got
Your
Tech
Chica,
3
your
R.
Chica,
Yeah, this is Edisali
Chica, you have a
Durant.
Chica.
She's She just got weapon
You have a
research time
Chica.
cost reduction. I love it.
Okay, I did not know you had a Chica.
Anyway, all right, guys.
Best girl.
Well, that's probably it for today. We had a good time.
Okay. Well, do you want to do one more question because
A
Fumar
chica.
had one?
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Um, so yeah, Fumar's asking, you reduce the service by telling, or oh no, okay, sorry, that was not a question actually. I misread that. You do a service by telling them to walk back the encounter difficulty some. Understand 47, 49s being hard, but even 38s are T2 ships in the Great War. 35s are out of proportion for not being T2 ships. Honestly, dude, you just need to figure out or learn how to do those because they're fun. You can do them in T1 ships. Like I said, you can do T1 R1 ships with like a T1 or T2 wingman. And it's fun because it's hard.
It's
So
fun
yeah.
because it's hard.
Yeah. That's I'm actually legitimately enjoying encounters now because they're a challenge. So yeah.
Yeah, encounters are more difficult. Fumar said dial it back a little bit. I think that's probably reasonable. I think they're a little insane, but it's the problem. The problem is they need to be dialed back on the lower level stuff. I think the 49s and the 47s are actually okay.
Well,
I can do it.
What I'm scared to see is when we get T3 encounters because we've only had T2
What are you talking
encounters.
about? Dude, I've been going to T3
What?
encounters. Are you serious?
T3 encounters don't exist, Sig.
Yeah, they do. I'll do one right now.
Show me.
Shoot, dude, I'm capped. All right, hang on.
Do it and okay, just show me the screen, the off screen. Because I swear, a T3 encounter does not exist.
Hang on a sec. Do I have? Oh, okay. Here, let's just accept. No, it's already accepted. Okay, here we go. Blink. All right, we pushed the button. Hey, 2 great rewards. Yeah, baby.
Okay.
Okay, hang on a sec. Okay, let's go take a look.
Accept.
I
so after you
accepted
click
it.
accept.
Yep,
yeah, I'm watching the stream.
Encounter. That's level 41.
Yeah.
Hang on. That's level 41.
If it's level 41? Yeah,
I'm looking for the 44. 44 right here. Oh, it is T2. Look at that.
Yeah, T3. We have not seen T3 encounters yet. I am very sure of this.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm really scared of what'll happen when we see T3. Because even really just no matter what your research is, no matter how well fit your ship is, no matter what your control skills are, you're not going to be able to do a T3 encounter in a T1 ship.
Probably not. Yeah,
you just won't be able to. Why are you just accepting the great rewards? You are triggering me so bad, Sig.
What are you talking about, dude?
You're just accepting the great rewards and ignoring all the other ones.
Yeah.
You are triggering me so hard, dude. Were you doing that on purpose? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, dude, look at that.
You are just doing this to trigger me, I swear.
I got 3 great rewards in a row, man. Heck yeah, dude. There we go.
You're just doing this to trigger me.
No, man, it's the only ones to run. That and the 400,000.
I run the others just because they're fun.
That and the 400,000 credit raids.
Have you seen the they're actually I just figured it out, like when you hit level 40, it unlocks a new encounter, new credit encounter. It's like 430k instead of 400. Also, yeah, we're still on stream. Talking about this stuff should be after hours.
Wait, are you serious?
We haven't
Oh,
closed off the stream yet.
I didn't know about that. Okay, no, I didn't know about that. I didn't know about the 430K. I haven't seen it yet. I've only seen 404s.
Okay, yeah, they're pretty rare. They were like running into the 400K at level 37.
Wow, yeah, get your recruit research up too. So those of you guys that are like free to play and stuff like that, here, let me show you one more thing. I know that we keep bouncing around. In your research,
and you're also showing them, not for the podcast listeners.
Yeah, for the listeners. Go to your research. Go to your recruit dispatch rewards. Make sure that your bounty quest income is maxed. Train all 3 levels because
I actually haven't done that yet.
Yeah, you get a 7.5, 5%, and 2.5% increase. You get a 15% increase in your rewards. So
what are your yields? Just wondering.
400,000 each. I get 440,000 credits per mission about.
Doesn't honestly sound to be all that worth it for me.
It's worth it because
okay.
You can't get credits from anywhere. Like,
well, you can get them from encounters, exploration.
I know, but you should always be having your bounties being run if you're in a safe area.
That's true.
And
that is true. And I'm always running them.
Something else too, I'll tell you guys. It's kind of a secret, but secret's out. If you send a good miner along with the rest of your combat dudes, you will get done so fast. So I've got a battleship, a miner, and then 2 destroyers. 7 hours. 7 hours for that dispatch.
Wait, so it
send a miner
decreases the cap?
It decreases the amount of time. Your dispatches will be done so much faster. So I sent a miner in almost all of these dispatches. These 2 I had enough ships left over and just sent whatever. But look at these. I sent these all at the same time. They're all getting done at about the same time.
Wait, Sig. So you're telling me that you weren't hitting the time cap just using combat ships? What the heck?
Time cap? What do you mean?
So there's basically, if you send enough quote combat power on a dispatch, it will basically get it down to a minimum time where even if you add stronger recruits, it won't decrease the time anymore.
It's like 7.5 hours, and then
it's 7 hours and 20 minutes. I just always get that. I just send 4 expert battleships, and I always get that.
Oh man, I send a battleship, a miner, and then 2 destroyers, and it's 7 hours 38 minutes or something.
Well, do you not have enough recruits to spare?
No, dude, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I almost have no recruits trained.
I thought you would have a ton of recruits because
they're not really trained. I mean, I have. Okay, well, hang on.
Like...
No. I haven't bought their new ships. Like, so I've got some of them. Like this one's level 18. This one's level 18. This one's level 17.
Why aren't they leveled up, dude?
Oh, I guess I did get some of them. Why aren't they leveled? Because I don't care. Yeah. She's got the Redeemer. This guy,
it's good to get them leveled.
Nah. You play the game differently than I do. I don't care. I only care that I can put these people, I can put this group into dispatch, and then I can go and run all of my content with the recruits that I want by my side, like in command.
Yeah, I do that too.
Then we're good to go. So I've got my Jin, my Bamboo, and my Marzana, and we are golden.
I know.
Dudes, we need to wrap up.
Marzana. We need to wrap up. We're just rambling here. This should be after hours, honestly.
That's okay. Well, hey guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Did we get any new Patreons? Because we had a couple people ask for the link. Let's do some shout outs if we need to.
Oh, well, let me see if we got any new Patreons just recently.
Yo, anyway, while he's checking that, do check us out on Twitter, which I never update anymore. But if you guys post on it, we'll be like, what's up?
We do have a new Patreon.
Oh, we do? Oh, let's shout him out. Who is it?
My email's loading. Second. Noah. Just Noah.
Noah, thanks for the...
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
$5 patron.
All right. Thank you so much.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah, that's cool, dude. We're using it to better the show. So, yeah, if you guys want to submit to our Patreon, it's just... Tank8012. Thank you, dude. It's patreon.com/mainfrequency. To watch the show live, it's twitch.tv/Siigari. And to listen to the Main Frequency on podcast, we've got Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, all the things, Radio Public. It is
Yeah.
anchor.fm/main frequency, and you can get all of our shows there, including our specials. We had a special for the 1.4.
Ooh, yeah.
So
That's fun.
this has been episode 10. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm Siigari.
I'm Seiden.
And we will see you next week for episode 11. Have a great evening, everybody.